My newborn daughter was crying at midnight when my mother-in-law suddenly slapped me. The sound was sharp, almost surgical. Then came the silence, hers, not mine, because she slipped, hit the edge of the crib, and collapsed at my feet like a felled statue. I didn't scream. I didn't touch her. I only scooped my daughter into my arms, her tiny body trembling against my chest, while my husband stumbled into the room, eyes glazed, breath soaked in bitterness he no longer bothered to hide. At the hospital, the doctor stepped out after examining the baby. His voice trembled. "Your daughter is already lucky. No internal bleeding, just bruising. Lucky." That word became the hinge on which everything shifted, because luck had nothing to do with what came next. Back before the rot. When I first met Daniel, he was gentle, quiet, a man who listened before he spoke. His mother, Marlene, shook my hand with both of hers and called me family before the appetizers even arrived. I believed her. I believed both of them. Back then, the house felt warm. Back then, Daniel held me like I was the last safe thing in his world. Now I understand he was only rehearsing. The hairline fractures. It began with missing evenings, then excuses delivered with eyes that couldn't hold mine, then whispering phone calls in the bathroom, always with the door locked, always ending in forced laughter. I'm not a dramatic person. I don't break down. I watch. And I watched Daniel drift towards someone unseen but unmistakably real, someone who made him forget he had a wife swollen with his child. The first undeniable evidence came in the form of a message, her message, glowing from his forgotten tablet. I can't wait until she's out of the picture. She, not it, not the baby, me. My chest didn't crack, it calcified. I didn't confront him. Not yet. I decided to become patient, quiet, dangerous. The shift. Emotion is a weapon, but only if you know when to sheath it. I stopped asking where he'd been. I stopped expecting tenderness. I let him believe he was winning some twisted secret war. While he drifted toward her, I drifted toward strategy. I documented everything: dates, lies, transactions. I recorded conversations, collected receipts, copied files from his encrypted drive while he slept beside me, oblivious to the weight of the knife he'd placed in my hands. And Marlene? Oh, she made it easy. Her cruelty toward me grew bold, unfiltered. She called me weak, unworthy, a burden to her precious son. I kept my head bowed. I let her think I was breaking. People like her reveal everything when they think you're harmless. The plan. A week before I gave birth, I met with the attorney, a calm woman with sharper instincts than anyone Daniel had ever faced. By the time contractions began, financial accounts had already shifted under my name. Joint assets were frozen. The house, his inheritance, was legally protected as mine until custody negotiations concluded. I didn't need revenge to be loud. I needed it to be legal, permanent, inescapable. Climax, the night everything snapped. When Marlene struck me, she handed me my final piece. The hospital report listed her assault, the bruise on my daughter's rib, the fall she caused, the intoxication Daniel reeked of when he arrived. All of it documented, signed, notarized. When the social worker asked if I felt safe at home, I told the truth. Not the trembling truth of a victim, the calm, exact truth of someone who already controlled the ending. Daniel's face drained as she escorted him out of the room for questioning. He looked at me as if he finally realized I wasn't the woman he'd been betraying. Good. He wasn't the man I married either. The next morning, when he stumbled back into the waiting room, I handed him the manila envelope. Inside, photos, messages, financial records, the lawyer's petition for full custody, the restraining order against his mother, and the official statement he'd signed without reading the night before, admitting he'd failed to protect his child. His lips parted, but nothing came out. For the first time, I enjoyed the silence. Resolution. The court moved fast, faster than he expected. He lost custody. He lost the house. He lost the woman he'd thrown his life toward. She vanished the moment she realized I fought smarter than he ever could. And Marlene, oh, she's forbidden from seeing my daughter until further notice. I didn't need to strike her back. Life did it for me. Now, some nights, when my daughter sleeps on my chest, I replay everything. Not with regret, but with clarity. They thought they were breaking me. They didn't know I was rebuilding myself quietly, piece by piece, into someone they should have feared from the start. Because betrayal doesn't destroy me. It instructs me.